Well, Matt, final regular season of home games. Hopefully down the road we get a home game during the playoffs. But really, senior night this week. Go to Twisted Cancer on Friday night, senior night on Saturday. Big weekend here for Minot State to come home and play the final 2 regular season home games here at the Dome.
Yeah, we've got 4 big games remaining on our schedule. Teams that are right above us and right below us in the standings. So 4 key matchups the last regular season games, and still a lot to be determined as far as what the playoff situation is going to look like. So we need to make sure that we take care of business on our home court this weekend in our last 2 home games.
You know, Matt, you split on the road at Bemidji and Crookston. I think the Bemidji game is one, and I know there's been other games that you thought that, you know, we could have won too, but I think the Bemidji game is a game that you really wish you would have had back, and now you get a chance to get some redemption this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't think we played our best basketball. That was the first game coming out of break, and I thought we weren't as sharp maybe as we have been a lot of the other rest of the season. So definitely an important game for us, and definitely a team that you know, they beat us on their home court. So it's a team that we need to take care of business against, and I think we'll play a little bit better than we did over there on January 2nd or whatever day that was when we tipped off the second semester.
You know, Thomas, Friday night, big win for you on the road. You're down 12, I think, with 8 or 9 minutes left. You come back and you end up having to go the 2 overtimes. But that was a huge win to get a win on the road in a hostile environment this late in the year.
Yeah, definitely. Coach was saying that nobody's done that before. They've gotten a win against either team at their own place. It was a big win for us. You know, we were down 12, we stuck together, played well. We thought we won it in the first overtime, and then took care of it in the second overtime.
You know, and I had asked a question, any one of you can answer it, because Coach Murken said after the game, on the post game, about he thought the same as I did, that the shot was after the buzzer, and he basically just said, hey guys, we won the last 5 minutes, let's go win this 5 minutes too. Everett, talk a little bit about that, not knowing if it's going to be called good and you might have to play another 5 minutes.
Either way, he just told us that we're tough and stay tough and stick it out no matter what the outcome was. And we just did that. We came out, kept playing defense and rebounding and doing the right things on offense.
Doing the little things.
Yeah.
Coach, it was a huge win, wasn't it, for you?
Yeah, it was a big win for us. It was just because of, I thought we had put a lot into it, you know, some great effort, and it was just a good basketball game. You know, they made some plays to stretch it out. We made some plays to come back. They made some plays to tie it up there at the end, and it was a little stressful waiting to see what they were going to call on that replay. We didn't necessarily want to play another 5 minutes.
Exactly.
We would have loved to win it right there, but it didn't really affect us. We played a good 5 minutes in that second overtime, and you know, this time of year we're winding it up. Any win's a big win. Road, home, big win, close win, doesn't really matter right now. You just got to find a way to get them, and found that one on Friday night. I thought we maybe played a little tired on Saturday, you know, on that road trip. Very tough road trip, as Thomas said, and you know, we just didn't finish some plays that we normally finish in that game. But we've got to find a way to make sure we get 2 home wins this weekend. Just big games from here on out every time, and that's what makes it fun. Is when you get to the end of February, you get to March, every game's big. You win, they keep getting bigger. So hopefully we can keep doing that.
Lamont, I got to talk about your weekend. You went up against a 7'2" kid on Friday at St. Paul, and then another post player on Saturday that coach thinks could be, you know, may play some professional ball somewhere in the States. You got in foul trouble early on Friday, but came back. Just talk about going up against the kids that big and those kids that talented.
I mean, it's good competition. It's good competition in this whole conference. The kid from Morgan Stanley was also good. He was a good player. I feel like I did well against him, and I feel like as a team we played hard, just didn't give it all we had, and we were tired from that the last game, the two double overtimes. And I mean, he's good. I mean, I think we have a better team, and we just right now we're focused on the next game against Bemidji and trying to get these 2 wins this weekend.
One last question, Matt. Those 3 seniors that'll be playing for their last time here at home in the regular season. Thomas has been here for a long time, been through some coaching changes. You have brought these 2 guys in. Just talk a little bit about collectively about these 3 guys sitting next to you.
Yeah, it's been a fun, you know, 3 years with Thomas, and then and then this year with these two guys, and I think all three of them have meant a great deal to our program. However long they've been here, it's going to be, it's kind of strange having that senior day, knowing that we've got that other weekend and playoffs and hopefully a lot of basketball ahead of that. I kind of like it that way because kind of get that senior day and just knowing that we've got a lot of good stuff still to go. It's not just the end of the road for us, but certainly a lot of hard work by these three guys that have really believed in what we've tried to coach them and maximize their talents. And I think as well as, they've all had big games for us this year, double-doubles, 20-point games. Really been three guys that have kind of been the cornerstone of our team this year and will continue to be that way as we move forward. And it's just, I couldn't ask for three seniors that have had as good of a senior year as they've had, but also just not just stat-wise, effort-wise, leadership. It's going to be
Impact on the younger kids.
Yeah, they've really helped us in a lot of different ways, and they've really helped move our program forward. And it's we'll have a fun day on Saturday when we get to senior day. I know they'll play well as they have all year, but it's still, we still feel like we've got a lot left to prove and a lot left to accomplish, and we're still working with that frame of mind that we've got a lot left to do, and we're nowhere near the end of the road for this basketball team.
What advantage, if any, do you think having these last two games before the postseason, being at home, has?
Yeah, it'll be nice to be back. It's a long trip up here. It's a long trip for us to go to some of the other places. So having our last four games will be in region, or North Division games, and it's two teams right above us and two teams right below us that we've played. And we split the first four games against them. We split 2-2. We want to finish better than 2-2 in the last four against them. And coming back home after a little bit of a long trip, it'll be, we've played well on our home court. We've got a better record on home than we do on the road. A lot of our, when we've dropped them here, they've been close, exciting games. We feel like we're starting to learn how to win those close ones more and more, and starting to feel like we're starting to build a little bit of momentum. And I know we're a better basketball team than when we played Crookston and Bemidji that first weekend in January. These three guys know that as well, but we've got to prove it on Friday night and then prove it again on Saturday night.
And you mentioned sort of momentum here towards the end of the season. How important is it to get some momentum going before you go into the conference tournament or any other postseason games you may have beyond that?
Yeah, when you get to the tournament time, it's just fun. It's a little bit higher intensity. It's a little bit more physical. You've got to earn the right to keep playing at that point in time. So you can throw out what's happened before then. I know we're a good basketball team, and these three know that as well. And they know that that whoever we match up with here 2 weeks from now, between now and then there'll be some basketball played and seedings will come out and all that. But whoever we're matched up at that time, we'll be ready to go. And we're gonna make sure 2 weeks from now we're better than we are now. And that's been one of the best part about these three is they come to work every day. We have a day off of practice. Usually I'll see all three of them in here shooting free throws or shooting jump shots or getting an extra workout in, and they come with that frame of mind, and that's what made them successful this year. That's what's rubbed off on some of the younger guys in our program, and that's what we'll continue to do.